you had a good first day of March Madness. So honestly, we crushed Fliff today. If you were on the live stream, I mean, I literally think we won all our bets, including the parlay. So today was a really good day for the live stream. I mean, people give me all the shit in the world every losing day, but we had a good day. There's also a lot of bets that haven't even been graded as wins from the stream, and we got a lot of good open plays. So, like, look at this play. I mean, it fucking won, and they didn't even grade it as a win yet. But anyways, let's find some picks for tomorrow. What book do people want to start on? Sheesh, bro. So we already got some plays kind of coming up for tomorrow. So let's see what we got right here. UFC. Do we want to bet on the UFC? I mean, I've said this a bunch of times. Like, if there's good value, early value, I mean, I'll lock it in because the line will move. I mean, a lot of these plays we hit, like Jokic assists, I'm pretty sure he closed at like minus 170 odds on Fliff. So if there's a good bet, you know, I always recommend lock it in. So we're already on same and money line, but it also looks like they're solid value. Obviously, I follow a data-driven approach. Make sure the picks I'm giving out have value. All the plays are tracked in the tracking sheet in the description on YouTube. But anyways, let's kind of lock in this play. So let's lock in another UFC play for this fight. So, wow, we already got some UFC bets. So I know everyone's, you know, just obsessed with riding fucking college dudes this time of year. But if there's good value, you know, on the UFC, I'll kind of lock in plays. So you can see Fliff opens the fight to go the distance at minus 145. All the other books are opening this around minus 170. I mean, pretty clear value. Again, like I've explained it before, so many people will be like, oh, you should go back and watch all their fights. And it's like, well, you know, it's all kind of priced into the market. Sports betting is about, you know, finding a bunch of plays with an edge. Not every bet's going to win and kind of trying to win long term, which is what we do. And there's clear value at minus 145. Even if you watch the UFC, no offense, you're not just going to outsmart the sports books betting with your gut. I mean, maybe you will. Maybe you'll be the one guy who does. But that's what 99.9% of people do, and they all fucking lose money. So, you know, maybe rethink that strategy. But let's see what we got here. Let's take a look, bro. Let's see what we got. People fine with starting on Underdog Fantasy. So let's start out on Underdog. Should we say fuck it, and should we send a 5-pick entry? So we got Yale-Auburn, a battle of the nerds. Well, I guess not Auburn. We got the fucking rednecks versus the nerds. So let's take a look here. We got Yale-Auburn, and we want to take a look at Jalen Williams. Where are you, baby? Well, I guess they don't show you the entire game. So we have Jalen Williams over 9.5 points. Let's see what we got here. Damn, so there's a lot of plays coming up for tomorrow. So we're going to be able to lock in some slips. So again, like the general strategy for kind of these fixed payout websites, fuckers. No, it's still available. What was I going to say? Is, you know, like if you look at Underdog, the way that this platform works is kind of interesting because it's not like a normal sports book. For anyone new here, a lot of people know this, but like any 3-pick entry has a 6x payout. So you take Cades over or under, like you're going to get the same payout, you know, kind of regardless. So essentially, like the strategy is pretty simple. You want to compare the lines on Underdog to sportsbooks. And here you have literally, there's hundreds of books posting NBA lines already for tomorrow, NBA player prop lines. They all have, you know, Cade as a big favorite to go under. His under's the favorite outcome, the more likely outcome. That's the play we want to be on. Should we fade Steph Curry, bro? Steph Curry under 5 threes? I mean, I don't know. Steph Curry under 5 threes. I'm always a fan of fading the fucking stars, dude. So let's take a look. So we got Cade's under. So we'll do some NBA. Again, what's nice about Underdog is they give you really good payouts for these 3-pick entries. But sometimes when I'm feeling, you know, ballsy, I'll place a what was I going to say? A 4-pick entry or a 5-pick entry. So you can see right here, like, you know, The optimal slip type are 4-pick insured, 5-pick insured, or 3-pick non-insured. But anyways, you can see here, like Jeremy Sohan, all the books have his over 3.5 first quarter points heavily favored. So it's like, okay, that's the play we want to be on. And then there's some other options. Yeah, so what do we want to do, man? Should we play a couple 3-picks? So maybe let's just lock this in first because there's 6 picks I want to bet. So we might as well place them as 2 3-pick entries. So you don't want to play 3-pick entries with insurance. Again, they give you really good payouts for these 3-pick entries. 6x payout. So that's what we want to be on. That's what we want to be on. So we're riding some college dudes. A very interesting looking NBA player in Cade Cunningham. That makes for an exciting night. Exciting day. This game starts at 1:15. But anyways, let's lock in this play and then we can kind of move on. So again, like everything, these sportsbooks know everything that you know. Any public information, people will say stuff like, yo, Cade went under last game. It's like, the sportsbooks know that. You know what I mean? Like, they know how many assists he had last game. It's priced into the market. You know, what you want to do is think like an investor, like a data-oriented investor. All the books have his under heavily favored. So anyways, we got in our first play, but there are some other options. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock in another slip. And then we can go over to PrizePicks or Fliff, or what book do you guys want to look at? Anyone have a preference? Anyone got a book that they want to look at? Underdog promo tomorrow because Kentucky lost. Faded Curry in my slip, GG. Well, if you don't want to fade Curry, don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you, man. So we got our first play open. So that's awesome. And what do we want to look at? What do we want to look at next? So let's do another Underdog Fantasy slip. We got our first play open. And on Underdog, like if you go through the math behind this platform, I've done a ton of YouTube videos about it. All you got to do to make money on Underdog is win your over-unders like CP over under 19.5 PRAs. You got to be able to win your picks at a rate of 55%. So if you can win your over-unders like Braden Smith over under 12.5 points, 55% of the time, only losing 45%. So obviously you got to win. You know, you have to have an edge. You'll make money. That's literally the math behind Underdog Fantasy. And there's tons of resources that kind of explain that. But that's the first play we're going to be on. But let's build another Underdog slip. And let's kind of see what we got available. So we're already on Cade. We're already on Curry. Fuck Curry. He's not that good. He is good. What am I saying? But still, I'm fading him. So we got Curry under. So let me just add this to the tracking sheet. So we got Curry under 5 threes. We got Sohan over 3.5 first quarter points, which I feel pretty good about. And some of these plays they'll bump. I mean, Underdog Fantasy, sometimes they bump things quickly. And then we got our boy Williams. Or actually, I didn't take Curry in this slip. I'll take him in another slip. So we got Cade under 4.5 rebounds. And then we got Williams over 9.5 points. Oy, oy, oy. Should we look at Fliff next? Or should we do a PrizePicks slip? Or, I mean, what are people feeling? What are people feeling? So we got an Underdog slip. And this is a, 6x payout. Or, sorry, yeah, 6x payout plus 500 odds. So are there any other plays that we're attracted to? Or should we move on to PrizePicks? So we already got in a bet on Fliff. We got in a play on Underdog. What book should we look at? Again, I said this earlier, but FanDuel has a ton of value on college basketball player props. But most states where FanDuel is live, they don't offer college, so it's kind of fucking annoying. But all these state regulators, they don't want you riding college dudes. They don't. So they cockblock you. You're trying to ride the college dudes, and they say nope. But let's go here. Let's see if we can build a PrizePicks slip. And then we can also take a look at Fliff. Damn. So we got better, anything, or any early value. Nah, kind of like the same stuff. Kind of like the same stuff as Underdog. So people want to do a PrizePicks slip. Should we run a PrizePicks slip? Let's run a PrizePicks slip. So let's run a PrizePicks slip. Didn't have a good day on PrizePicks today, but hey, that's just kind of how it is. These are 5-leg parlays. They're 5-leg parlays. But anyways, what do we want to go to? So we got Fliff. So let's just take a look at Fliff quickly, and then let's do a PrizePicks play, because there's a shit ton of value on PrizePicks right now. So I kind of saved it for the end. So our long shot bet hit today on Fliff as well. I mean, I've explained this before, but sometimes these alternates, so we had Drake, Washington State, under 132.5. That was plus 185 odds. So like here, you can see there's pretty good value on Marquette, but all these sports books, they offer, it's kind of crazy, but they want to offer as much shit as possible for people to bet on, because then they hope more people bet and lose money. But if we take a look at the Marquette games, this is one of the earlier games for tomorrow, is you can see they have these alternate spreads. So the main spread, I think, is like, Marquette 14.5. That makes sense. But the minus 21.5 is actually the play with like better value. All these books offer alternate lines and more surface area, more profitable betting opportunities, more spots for sports books to screw up. So honestly, let's get in a college basketball bet. I'm a fucking fan. So we got Marquette minus 21.5. Damn, St. Peter's may have been the worst college basketball team. I'm embarrassed to say that I watched. I'm embarrassed to say that I watched that game. Are any of these games going to be good tomorrow? Always so many fucking blowouts in the initial rounds. But we had some good games today. I mean, would have been nice if Stanford came back, but, Nebraska, Colorado, Florida, a lot of these games are pretty tight, So, anyways, we'll have to see how it goes. But let's do a PrizePicks slip, and let's see what we can find. So, we got another play on Fliff. Anyways, people want to do PrizePicks. People fine with PrizePicks. I'm fine with PrizePicks. So, let's see what we have. Jaren Jackson over 1.5 threes. So this play was also available on Underdog, but we already hit our Underdog play, so it's like, okay, let's see what we got on PrizePicks. Sometimes like PrizePicks and Underdog have the same lines, sometimes they don't. But we got Jaren Jackson over 1.5 made threes. So he's only gone over 2 out of the past 5, but again, like, that's a very simplistic mindset. If that's how you're betting, is just looking at these last 5 grabs. It's not what you want to do. I feel like, it's just not what you want to do. It doesn't, it's all priced into the market. It's all priced into the odds, Just like an earnings report is priced into the price of a stock. The market reacts. And these books aren't fucking stupid. I know a lot of people like to think these sports books are stupid, but they are constantly moving around lines. Oh, sharp customers are betting the under. Let's juice the under more. They're constantly reacting to information. And you have hundreds of sports books posting odds. Not for college basketball, but for NBA player props, hundreds of sports books. So you quite literally, have hundreds of different independent models, these sports books that have invested millions of dollars. They're taking bets. They have access to flow, telling you exactly where a line should be set. So this Jalen Williams play we're already on, so let's skip that over. I also know not a ton of people can play or not everyone can play these college basketball player props. But I think I said it earlier, this play's been available for a while. You can see Caesars, they're more aggressive on the under than, let's say, DraftKings, but all these books have Steven Crowell heavily favored to go under. So it's you definitely want to be on his under if you're taking the under. PrizePicks means minus 119 odds. For any pick you go with in a 5-pick flex play, the juice is minus 119 if you kind of back out PrizePicks payouts. So you obviously don't want to take the over if sportsbooks have this plus 111 and PrizePicks is minus 119. But so this Jalen Williams play we already hit on Underdog. KJ Simpson we hit on the previous live stream. There's a new play, Lamont Butler, under 11.5 points. So what we'll do is let's build a 6-pick flex play. Fuck yeah. So we'll build a 6-pick flex play. Lamont Butler. People like this play. What's the most popular plays for tomorrow? What are people betting? So we got, it's crazy. The most popular play is a kid on the 16 team. Dude, this may be gambling conspiracy. How is the most popular play on the board some random no-name player on the 16 seed? I don't know. Jared McCain, makes sense. Duke, popular player. Ladie makes sense. This guy doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyways, let's finish this slip. And, we got Jaren Jackson, okay? Like, some of these picks we've already kind of been through, so let's build something without, but if you want to include them, feel free to. But what was I going to say? Is like for esports is consistent. That's what I fucking like about it, is every single day like clockwork. I mean, these guys go hard. They don't take breaks. There's tons of esports games, which means, again, a lot of opportunity. So every time an esports play loses, people will say, oh, I'm not betting esports. The last play lost. It's like you got to look over a longer time period. All the plays are tracked in the live stream tracking sheet in the description on YouTube. But anyways, you can see PrizePicks is opening his line at 28. All the other books, 29, 30.5, 30.5. Sure, whatever. This isn't the NBA. You don't have like hundreds of sports books posting odds. You only have a few for esports player props. And a little bit degenerate, but fuck it. Like, if the play has value, we'll lock it in. And we already got some NBA picks, but let's see what else there is. So we got Siakam. We got Jaren Jackson. We'll skip over the college play. Not everyone can do college. We got over 28 in esports line discrepancy. And then, again, like all these ones where there's only one data point or some shit like that, I, in general, just skip those over. I kind of like to see, like, more data points, more books posting lines means higher confidence in your edge. You're more confident in the value you're getting. Nothing's better than when there's hundreds of sports books posting lines and you can look and be like, damn, like, I'm getting good value. But anyways, we have another play. And there's honestly just a lot of CS2 value. So everyone loves CS2. Everyone loves watching it, at least everyone in this chat. So maybe we just ride these esports guys. I mean, they're all very attractive plays. That is for sure. Obviously, this play I like, a bit more. You have more data points. If you like college and you're like, no esports, some of these plays we've already been through, but like Jalen Williams over 9.5 points, that play that was on Underdog, it's also available on PrizePicks, but whatever. Let's just lock it in. And again, I get so much shit from fucking everyone. It's like, this is just for the sake of example. Like, PrizePicks has me limited, which a lot of sportsbooks do, and I try to be transparent. Like, I'm not using my dad's account or my mom's fucking account. Like, there's no bullshit going on. This is my account. They limited me to $5, what sucks. But, that's just kind of how it is sometimes. But anyways, let me put the link in the chat for people who want to tail. And hopefully, if you didn't tail my bets today, your bets went well as well. Alex, there's a new fantasy site called Monkey Tilt. So I heard that Monkey Tilt has the same lines as Boom Fantasy, which is some other random fantasy site. But there should be a lot of good promos over the next few days too. But anyways, we have our first PrizePicks play. So again, I put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to tail. I think it copied correctly. Here's the link. Boom Fantasy is nice. Yeah, it is. Here it is. Dabble slip. Underdog has a search trigger. Anyways, this is the play. What do we have open? So from this stream, we have this on Underdog, this on PrizePicks, and then we have 2 plays on Fliff for tomorrow. But let's just go here. And I mean, I don't know. We got Jaren Jackson over 1.5 made threes. We got our boy Siakam. He's so handsome, made threes. And then we got some esports plays. 9-10 over 28. Floppy over 23. And then we got Shalfie over 27.5. And again, if you've been on the previous streams, like since March Madness lines have been coming out, we've hit a fuck ton of bets. So it's not like those are the only plays open. We have a lot of plays that are looking very good, especially on Underdog. But anyways, let's see if we have anything else that we want to, take a look at. Any attractive plays. So we got Fliff, PrizePicks, Underdog, anything else? Well, let's get rid of PrizePicks for a sec. So we just went through PrizePicks. Some college plays, again, like there's enough value on PrizePicks to not hit a college slip, and I know not everyone has access to college, so fuck it. We'll kind of skip it over. But let's go to Underdog. This Siakam play, if you want to double down, again, PrizePicks has me on poverty, fucking homeless person betting limits, but there's also like, Siakam, Jaren Jackson, like both of these plays you can also get on Underdog Fantasy if you want to just, build them in a slip on Underdog. If you prefer Underdog to PrizePicks, kind of for whatever reason. But anyways, what do we want to take a look at? Maybe like FanDuel. So let's see what we got here. So let's put in like FanDuel too. I mean, is there anything on FanDuel for tomorrow? Seems like mainly just a lot of fucking college basketball player props. So we're fading Curry, or did we not fade Curry? Actually, we do have enough value to build another slip. Dude, people are going to have an aneurysm when we fade Curry, but if it's got value, I mean, I'm going to ride it. Anyways, so no, I don't have FanDuel filtered out. I'm a little surprised there's not a ton of value on FanDuel right now. Well, I don't have it selected, so that makes sense. Not a lot of value on FanDuel right now. But anyways, what I was going to say is, like, you can get the Siakam play as well as the Curry play. You know, like one option would be something like this. So we have Siakam to make a three, and then we got Jaren Jackson. Like, you can get both these plays on Underdog. So something like this if you wanted to lock it in. But, you know, we already bet them on PrizePicks, so if you don't want to play them again, we don't have to play them again. But I'm going to try to get to bed early. I'll drop some plays on Twitter if I see anything. You know, here's another good one on Underdog. I don't like it as much as the previous one. First of all, there's less value. Second of all, like, if it's a close game, you'd think, like, Curry's more likely to go over. I mean, it's very marginal, but maybe a little bit of tiny bit of negative correlation. But regardless, like, we gotten some good plays. Our huge parlay play bet won for today. If you tailed the parlay play slip, they had a lot of value earlier. You know, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on live tomorrow, hitting a ton of plays tomorrow. There's more esports value, but, you know, it's mainly on PrizePicks, and PrizePicks is just fucking ass. So I'm not going to hit any more PrizePicks tonight unless we see anything that we're absolutely in love with. Nothing crazy. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Hope